Hey, Arbold. Gonna try do some more stuff today, getting to know how these links work between objects. I think it's gonna be cool. At least it's in my head. Not sure if I can pull it off. Should be possible. So from what I've gathered, there are triggers, like actual emitters that produce signals, relays that can split these signals into other signals and tell different objects what to do. And then there are actors, or not actors, but like switches and all that kind of stuff that depend on the message, and that can be activated basically. So this shield, for example, is a gate, a switch, not the switch, but it's at the receiving end of the whole connection. The connection is made using these links. This is a counter. It has four. You need to shoot all four of them to deactivate this. So I wonder what's going to happen if I just set this to 2. Probably guess what happens, but could still try. I basically want to copy this behavior. Also, I may want to skip the entire intro, because I want to get it on the planet as soon as possible. My last project crashed so bad like from last stream that I couldn't open it back up, so I had to create a new one basically. So all the changes we made last time are gone, but it's not that I can't recreate them. They were silly anyway, so who cares? So this is just the model for the green button. Gonna select this. And the counter. Seems to also go to a timer. Yeah. Start color time. Not sure what this color modulator does to the actor itself. Gonna delete this so though. Messing around with this room a bit. This is a world teleporter, which is located in every room that switches the worlds, like between these worlds. It's basically in every elevator room and this room and the artifact room. It lets you directly go to another room of another world. It's basically defined here. Gonna try if I just make so that I can make it so that if you shoot one of these buttons, you can go directly to the Talon overworld without skipping essentially the whole frigate scene. Sorta like the skipping series intro sorts. Only like this intro is much longer. So all it gets is a single link from this timer, which is just a small delay, I believe. Exactly 3.9 seconds. So this gets a link from when the cinematic is over. So we're gonna delete that. Or maybe not delete, but just add a new one. How we're gonna go about this? So coming. Shield trigger. This is a link that deactivates the shield. It's not really that hard to understand, it's pretty intuitive names. Did a pretty good job on this. Actually, they need to, because it's part of the understanding how your game works, and it's difficult if you have just random names to get what you were working on, if you need to make adjustments and all that. Anyhow, we could... Where's the timer? I need this timer. And just try to link this. You can do that with a chain. You can select this and this. It's always outgoing from the one you click and incoming to the one you're clicking second on. So let's see. This, I think, triggers if it's set to 0, so I'm gonna set that. Activate. Right. It's incoming. Active. Reset and start. Okay. Gonna set that to reset and start as well. Also, there's a handy tool that can edit strings, the string editor. It's also made by Araki, the same dude who made PWE. So you can basically edit any written text that's displaying the game, menu entries and all that kind of stuff. That's how another dude, forgot his name, made a hack of Metroid Prime where he basically sent all this text through Google Translate multiple times. But basically you can look up here. It says hanger log on. Just gonna click that, then it's gonna automatically select this one in the browser, and I'm gonna know exactly where it is. Also, that music is a bit loud. Thank you. So this is within resources, strings, hot messages, tutorials, and it's called hanger log on. I'm just gonna look that up. Resources, strings, hot messages, tutorials, and it's got hanger log on. Alright. Oh, forgot. I think I disabled the search function because of SSD. Anyway. Press and hold to lock on targets. So this is basically how it looks like. There's some formatting and images which displays like things like thumbsticks and buttons and all that kind of stuff, which you can see here. Press and hold. That's probably the aim button, which is R. And this is it R or L? I think it's L, yeah. The left trigger. So it's basically a tooltip. But I'm just gonna delete that and let it say shoot to go directly to... Oh wait. There are other options? Yeah, there are. Gonna shoot buttons. Alright. And you click save, and that's it. Also multiple languages, but since this is the NTSC version for there, I don't think there are languages like German and all that, but it's there anyway. Alright. Can I repack? Also, YouTube is not displaying my stream, so I'm not really sure if the stream is online. Let me check real quick. Like, the video of it is stopped. Oh no, it's live. Alright. Also, you probably would have said it. Anyhow, so it's repacked and okay. Gonna try. Yada yada. Okay, so we have to choose two of these switches. Shoot buttons to go directly to tell an overworld. So this is really cool. Can display any text, and it stays that way. Moving the actor forward a bit also moved the lock on target, but I guess that's the boundary you have to shoot, which Samus locks on to. Oh. Also, I think I know what the color wheel does. It like just switches actors or something like that. Okay, so it didn't work at all. I wonder why. Nope, still not working. Also, it's better to close Dolphin every time before you repack and all that, because if Dolphin is occupying some files because it's reading in that moment, you're gonna have problems repacking. I've noticed that might have been the reason why last time it crashed on the main plaza in the Chozo Ruins, because Dolphin was running at the same time and it might have not packed something. I don't know. Okay, maybe if I remove these links counter. Oh no. Actually, I have to set it to max reached, so it's counting up instead of down. Okay, interesting. This is the boundary, I guess, the physical boundary for the field. So I edit this link. Max reached. There. Oh no, I have to go through that again. Ah. Yeah, that's so. That sounds like the most logical answer, because I wouldn't even know why it crashed in the first place. All I did was change a model. I didn't really mess with the door itself, so it still crashed, so still not sure. I would if I had access to it. Oh wait, I can just skip it. I always forget that. One and... I'm still not sure. Maybe I should link it directly to the world teleporter. Gonna try that. Do teleport delay. Message set to 0. So I'm just gonna add another link. Max reached. Set to 0. I'm actually curious. Also, there are like 3 ships. I guess it's also for the cutscenes. Gonna move them all forward a bit. So now they are reachable. Also, what's interesting is that these crates do not appear in the actual game. They are on a different game state, which is just simply called crates, and it never activates. I mean, it is logical because this is space and they would just fly away due to missing gravity. But on the other hand, Samus also can walk fine, so there must be some kind of gravity underneath these metal sheets with nothing under them. I don't know. It's magic. It's Metroid. doesn't have a hitbox. Still interesting though. You could copy the hitbox from the ship in the landing site. Also, it's kinda huge, isn't it? Didn't do a thing. But this thing is huge. And it's still not working. Oh, I know. I know what caused this. One sec. It is because this is on layer set, or rather room state intro closing, which means this object is not yet spawned in, as well as this, and this is just on the default layer. It's called layers here instead of room states, but it's essentially the same thing. So this timer and this needs to be set to default, and then it should work. Also, we're gonna move this because we just need one. I don't know if it causes any problems if it gets triggered twice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Default and default. You can, if you have an object that's like only in the final scene, you can gonna select Ridley there in the distance. You can hide select, wait, come on, there. Hide all layer objects or hide all layer intro closing. So this essentially not removes, but as the name suggests, removes every from the view every object that is in the layer in the room state outro, basically intro closing, whatever. So now this object is still here, and again gonna repack. I'm pretty certain it should work now. And a 1 and a 2. Wow, that worked splendidly. I'm amazed. Maybe it doesn't work like I thought it would. Still gonna try. See, this is what's confusing me. It says max reached, and it says to stop the sound for force field, but it also stops the force field if it's set to 0. So which one is it? Gonna set this back to 4, maybe that was max value, start value. So it's counting down. I see. Reset when max 0. reached. Well, I'll try something. Oh. State active decrement. Set to 0. Yeah, it's essentially just trial and error. And there you go. It did something. It works. I did a thing there. And there it is. The music fits, by the way. So I've still been messing around, and I've copied the ship and all its assets, to this room instead of the normal landing site. And I copied the missile tank, so I can get out of this door. And oh wait a second. I still have my equipment. That's cool. I didn't know that. So there has to be an object that essentially disables Samus equipment, and I just skipped that by going directly here. This is cool stuff. This also means I could go back to the station up above. Like I could go back into the back to the space station. I could essentially go wherever I want. That's cool. Whoa, the lag. Also, I deleted the ship from this room. It seems that the copy didn't work out, since I also copied the cutscene elements from the ship, but they never get triggered in the frigate room. I don't know why that is. I've been looking into it for quite a while, but couldn't figure out why it's not disappearing. Like, it's actually probably somewhere in the sky where the cutscene would start, but the cutscene doesn't start. Samus is just spawned here, and this is why it's also not here, the ship. But I can still go this way. Doesn't really matter. It's just details. Like, I think there's just something not a link gone missing that triggers the cutscene or something. Not gonna bother looking into that right now, at least. The light is still there. Oh. It instantly teleports the ship back to Samus. Nice. I guess it's the hard drive having I'm gonna start differently. The way I have Dolphin set up is it reads directly from the game's unpacked files. Like, it's not the ISO image, it's actually unpacked into a folder. All the files contained within the ISO. And Dolphin is able to read directly from these files if they are unpacked. Like, the actual game Dolphin just needs this, I think, the app loader and the main, and then it boots like normal. Not sure why it has difficulties reading from these files in this state instead of the whole ISO. Also, it's probably because my CPU is crap. I have quite a good graphics card, but the CPU is just an old AMD one, and that's why it can run into issues some of the time. Dolphin doesn't handle AMD multi-threading that well, so it can run into that could be the cause as well. Anyway, this is working. So I want to use these switches for more elaborate puzzles, that being just buttons you can shoot to have more convenient access to certain things where you'd otherwise need to defeat a boss or do something in order to progress. And I can use these to just use it as to activate stuff to make it quicker. Yeah, I can in theory I can make changes while the game is still running, but these changes are limited to only moving things and editing their properties instead of pasting new objects or deleting them, because changing the object size also means you're changing the size of the packed file in the end, and this is what's what can cause a crash as well. It has there's more than one chance it can crash because of multiple reasons. So you have to be a bit careful with that. But I think overall this is in and of itself a very robust system still. Like, I would think that this many objects and manipulating any of them or deleting them would cause quite a lot of crashes, but it works very well. Also, these are the notes for the intro cutscene. Quite nice. So, since I skipped the losing items thing, because in speedrunning you can skip the elevator cutscene where you lose all your items. Regardless of that, even if you arrive at your ship in the cutscene with all your items, you're still gonna lose them by the time you've landed on the planet. So it has to do, I think it has to do with some kind of object located in this room. You can follow these paths by just double clicking here. You can see here where it's where things are coming from and where they are going. Basically, it's pretty straightforward. Seems that I already found two special functions, which is, as the name suggests, could be anything. They can basically do any stuff you want. Or do anything to check for items and activate timers. This is also how the timer in the frigate is activated. So I'm gonna look for this special function here. Function 22. It's not named, so this might be the function that actually disables Samus's items. I can move Ridley, but I doubt he's gonna show up, because this model has to be triggered by the cutscene objects, so he won't be visible unless unless the final activation, the final cutscene activation triggers, or Samus steps into it at least. I mean, I still could try, but I doubt it's gonna work. Maybe just set it to active. I could do that. But first, still gonna try onto that other special function. Was it this one? No. Also function 22. So my guess is that one of these functions are causing Samus to lose all her items. Quite a distance. Setting it to active, default state. Oh, so he will fly up. Gonna place him a bit off the platform. Not sure if this triggers multiple times or just once, so I'm gonna move into visible space. From this, like if you spawn, you can immediately see him. We can go through the platform. Play and play. Oh, so these functions are actually making him play. They are incoming, not outgoing. Interesting. Oh well, let's try. So it probably needs these special functions to work. Or I'm just missing something. Huh? Gonna fix that text. Okay, so what I've been also interested in is if you can copy these skyboxes from Talent 4 over to other regions so that you can change the mood and the weather. I know it's possible to move the rain and water and all that stuff, so sky must be there. Must be possible too. Don't think I can change these skyboxes themselves though. Like Talent 4 has an actual model of a sky, not just a skybox like this. So I'm curious to see what happens. Gonna leave Ridley be for the time being. Still gonna repack, good measure. Okay. Like this. This is an actual model of a sky. Gonna copy this. I think I've also found the rain function. Oh, yeah. Function rain simulator. Oh, interesting. environment FX density controller. Interesting, I just thought it would be a single object, but it seems that you can even adjust some of these things. Fader 0. Alright, copy that. We're gonna paste that. There's oh wait, looking in the wrong file. Ruins entrance. That's what I. Right. There's still this skybox, but I'm curious to see what happens if I just paste this. Ooh. Moody. Still gonna look a bit weird because the lighting doesn't update. But it should now rain in these ruins. My English, I tell ya. Hey Quote, sup man? Also, this takes a long time. Also, I'm lazy. I'm really lazy. So, what I'm gonna do is look for this Ruins World Master Ruins World, and I have to look for Ruins World Sky. I know, not this one, but Ruins Entrance, Connect Tunnel. Alright, Connect Tunnel. And I'm gonna choose, where is it? Exterior docking hanger. Wait. Where's... Wasn't there the... Did I move it? I am looking for the teleporter. Oh well. Seems it has to be it has been reset. Was one. Damn it! Still have trouble phrasing things sometimes, so bear with me. Words are coming all at once. Do teleport the delay. So this... Why is it over there? I never moved it there. Okay. Gonna... Why is it appearing over there? Get back. Dialog box pops up on my other screen, but whatever. So this is Ruins World and entrance. Wait, what was the room called? I forgot. There are so many rooms. Oh, I believe it was Connect Tunnel, but I forgot which one. I think it was this one? Might be wrong though. Anyway, gonna repack. So in theory, this should spawn me directly at the intro, the tunnel that leads up to the main plaza. Pretty much. I think you can also skip it from the very beginning without actually having to set foot on the station itself. Like, just arrange the objects on the hangar so that the screen never fades in from black, and just have Samus be teleported directly to the room we want. And boom. It was the wrong room. But it's not too far. And I still got my equipment. Nice. Also, the intro should start the... yeah, this one, I mean, the cutscene. I just stepped into the trigger. Can't skip it though. Alright. So it doesn't rain, but the skybox is there. It might be that the objects I copied are not directly responsible for making it rain, but they still have some influence on it. This looks derpy. Still gonna mess around with it a bit. Copied that. Still wondering what object causes it to rain, but can't seem to really find it. I mean, I could try to delete these ones and see if it does anything, but if it doesn't rain and deleting, so if deleting these ones deletes the rain, I still don't know what actually makes it rain in the first place. Just deleting it doesn't seem that good of an option. So this is array relay. This is a random memory controller, which sets the environment density controller 4 times. Like, it has 4 links, all to the same object. Oh. I think there needs to be some sort of search function so you can just type in the object name and all of them are selected. Would be easier to find things. Maybe in other rooms. By the way, Life Grove I think is the only room that has an actual skybox in the overworld. But it's essentially the same as the same one as in the Phazon mines, I think. At least it looks like it. Okay, I'm looking for the weather. This is just for hints? What's that? Fuck! Oh. Also, I've moved the skybox below so you can actually see the room. See the skybox, I mean. Still does look pretty much exactly like this, so not gonna miss anything if I don't look at it in the emulator. But this one isn't connected to anything. Ah, I think I found it. Well, it's pretty obvious, but okay. Let's copy these two. Paste them right here. Right here, not that far away. Okay. Oh wait, wrong. Gonna set it to the red room next time. Ah. Rain in this room would be epic. Oh yeah. I like that. Fog could be a little bit denser though. But this is nice. Still missing the sound though. Not sure why it's lagging that much though. cool. Does it rain in here? No. Also stops at any geometry. Cool stuff. I'm definitely gonna mess with that a bit more. It really adds to the atmosphere. Also, I found out that you can basically just paste objects into from a list into rooms. These are there are here. This is the list I was looking for. All the objects in the game are here, and you can select which room state it should appear on. You can make Ridley pop into the room. I think it's just a square which is a placeholder if the model is not selected. But yeah, this is how you would spawn in objects if you don't want to copy them. Also still gonna... the fuck? These runes are yellow, so I think to make it more gray I need to add a more bluish tone, so it like cancels out. Because of complementary colors. Color range. Oh. Alpha color. Color delta. Mode. So it's mode and not density? Gonna set it to 2. See what happens. Also, it's 0Q connect tunnel. Okay, gotta remember that. This doesn't actually work, does it? Don't even have to look for it. Also, this is the text I was typing. It's still a bit... it appeared weird, because I think this line is too long. This is a string editor for anyone who's new, made by the same guy who made this editor, Araki. It's an extra tool though. but you can get it on the Prime website. Prime Hacking Research. Gonna Prime. Gonna post a link into the channel. This is where I got all the tools from. Gonna leave this in the stream description also. Okay, so let's repack. Wow. This deserves an Owen Wilson wow. Wow! Also, this is an old meme, I know. Looks so cool though. I bet you can also add the lightnings from Telenover World. And have maybe a bit of water pools and all that. Little puddles. Make it more believable instead of like dust clouds like this. Yep. Oh wait. Beetle trigger. This doesn't seem to be connected to anything. So I guess that's the dust particle. This just says timer. Oh wait. Yeah. Yeah. This is what causes the dust. It's basically two timers and then particle effect. So if I delete this, the dust should be gone. Also, I just realized I have a bad habit of saving every time, or at least for in this case it's a bad habit because I always repack when I go to another room, but it's actually not necessary. You can save all the changes you've made in this via this icon, which saves it to the project file, and if you're done with the entire area you can pack the whole thing at once. So you don't have to do it that often. It's a feature I overlook many times. Bath ball. No, I want clean water. Which I think is behind the room that behind Flagra. Sun chamber access. No. It's connected to Sun Tower access, so this is a room. It contains clean water, so after you defeated Flagra, to show you this water is safe to traverse in now. Yeah, normal water. Also it contains another one of these fog objects. I just seen one. Where is it? Just missed it. There. Outside fog. There is no outside. Huh. Yeah, you can edit scans. 1 second. They are neatly packed somewhere within here. It's called strings and oh yeah, scan data. You can change all of them. These are all the scannables that are not important to the game, like not the red ones. Also item names and all that kind of stuff. Still haven't looked too deeply into this, so I'm not sure where everything is located, but I guess the strings folder is where they all are, or most of them. Anyway. Water. Oh, also room acoustics. That's a nice element. It adds some kind of reverb to any room you enter. It's pretty cool. I guess these unknown options are settings to make the reverb last longer and things like that. Just gonna copy it as well. Anything else interesting maybe? That makes the Chozo ghost fly. Why are there 3 of them? Just gonna save. Why not? Okay, so this is the water. Gonna make it so that it barely goes over the surface, so that it seems that there are multiple puddles. Or maybe the floor has just one little dent, but I guess it would look nice anyway. Okay, so there's another bump, so I'm not going. Try to not go over there. little bit lower. Okay. Saving this. And now from the Talon overworld, gonna go to the landing site. Bird sound. No. Wait, aren't there any lightnings? Canyon. There are definitely ones. Yeah, these. There's an extra layer. That's cool. Select connected and just all of them. You think? I'm just gonna try how it looks. Also, there should be some particle effects. I'm just gonna try copy these. I guess these just make the clouds flash, and the lightning effect itself is somewhere below. Copy. And paste. Oh yeah. Really? It triggers. Interesting. Yeah, gonna change up the weather in the ruins a bit. Redundant hint system. Wonder if I can change it, change where it points to. This is a trigger for it. Oh, seems to just be these two objects. Oh well. Not gonna mess with that. Just move it out of the way. Out of the way. don't think I have seen the actual clouds in game because the fog was so dense. So gonna try to lower it a bit again. They are selected, yes. This one. This one. Oh wait, I forgot to hold control. Like you have to hold control to add them to the collection, or else it just creates a new selection from scratch. Yeah. Moving all the same things. Oh, except the trigger. Deselect is, I think, shift. Oh no. It wasn't shift. Maybe it was alt. Still getting used to this. Wait, did I select that? Whatever. And alt. No. Like there is an option to remove an object from selection without having to right click and hit deselect. If you want to find out how where the scan file is located, this is how to look them up. You just click this, go to scannable parameters, and click on that. So it automatically points you to where it is. It's in uncategorized and has this name. So. Okay. 1Q, 0Q. I don't know how to make the room actually darker, but I think there's an effect. I still have to look for that one and don't know how to spawn it into the room. No lighting. The lighting itself is not editable because it's basically already pre-rendered. So you'd have to change the light maps themselves. It's not a feature yet. It should start with a 0. Wait, is it? Oh no, it's overworld. Talent? No. I'm looking at it wrong. Where is it located? Uncategorized. It must be in there. Can't find it though. Oh, it's in another folder? What? Okay, this is kind of stupid. there's a folder directory that says strings, which has a folder called uncategorized, which contains string data. And then there's another folder which is also uncategorized, which contains scan data, which are also strings. But this is basically how you edit any scan data. You can also just go through any of these scans themselves, but if you want to change one at a specific location, you do it this way by just choosing this one. Fountain. Okay, so I think there are special objects that actually change the shaders of the room. Still don't know where I've seen them. There. Short and sweet. Gotta go fast. Darken the room when they spawn. That's an interesting idea. There it is. But this is a flare. But I've seen these kind of objects in a number of rooms, and all they all do different things. Like basically, you know, the exploding plant and on Talon Overworld. These are basically making the visor flash yellow for a short second. Maybe I should check that out. Talon Canyon. Have to be here somewhere. Okay, gonna look for them. Effect. I could try deleting the intro, but I could just move the trigger. But it would be interesting to set up a new cutscene or change it up so that you won't recognize it's the old one. It's still possible. Oh wait, this is actually what makes it go bright. Yeah, camera filter. So it needs something that activates it and something that deactivates it again. Gonna copy that with a timer. Editing the main Plaza intro angles. That's actually pretty easy to do. One second, I'm just gonna try to include this camera filter. I think there should be an option to make it subtract. Not sure what setting it is though. Just says filter type. Gonna change it to, I don't know, 1. Activate beetle timer. So this timer activates, makes the beetles go, makes the beetles jump out of the floor. So I'm gonna use that to link to the filter. Beetle triggered entered. If it's 0, set to 0. So it's when it's 0. And this needs increment. But it also needs to set this timer. I just want to have this effect for a little while so I can see if it actually works and not have it permanently if it doesn't work. Okay. Oh. Have it like really dark. Maybe a slightly longer fade out. Not sure what's this for. Filter shape. Anyway. Let's see. Start cinema. So this is actually what starts the sequence. So Still not sure what this does. Script layer controller. This is not connected to anything else. "77 objects." And it's all this intro cutscene. Damn. I would just want one though. Like, there are, I think, multiple cuts, so the camera just instantly teleports, just fades out and teleports to here, fades back in again, goes back here. I just want one of one of these segments. Like, I don't want these jumps around, so it's a bit easier to mess around with. This is the path. Arrived. So this is actually the final point, and this should be the first point. Just has an incoming though. It's complex, but I think if you can figure this stuff out, you can make some really cool stuff. Like, you can actually make the camera pan around things you want. Create entire cutscenes. Doesn't have a rotation though. I'm wondering how it works with the camera actually. Oh wait. There's another value. Maybe this has something. Oh no. Also has 90. I was hoping it would be some kind of angle or something, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Oh. Trigger goes to the function and it sets this relay. Also, it goes right through this wall to another relay. Camera fade in from black, that's what I mean. And I guess that's directly, yeah. Another filter. Filter color. So this changes it to black. I'll try messing with that. Setting it to blue. No, that's the wrong thing. I guess, like, from what I believe, the developer don't actually have all these objects located in the room like that, but it could be that they had some sort of 2D interface where all these things are still connected, but on a 2D plane, so you can edit and see them easier. Not a mess like this. Like, sort of like the Unreal Engine and similar stuff. Fade in from black. Go there. This is another fade. Each segment has its own fade. This has incoming, so I'm gonna... yeah. It's gonna follow all this stuff. Outgoing links are only going to other nodes, so I must follow these. So the final ones up here must be connected to some other object. There, that's the camera. Also, yeah, cutscenes in a nutshell. Yeah, of course. I think they had something like a program or something that draws the path. You just have to move camera or something, or just place these things that have some sort of organization to the things. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh, cinematic skip. Wow. So this would have to be connected to all these things to make the cutscene stop. Like, there's no way I'm gonna do that manually. That requires patience, and I don't have much of that, to be honest. But I can see that it's still possible. It's just a hassle, really. Just take this one. This is just door open. Activate the special function, relay, and go to the camera. So I think I'm just gonna copy a few things to make it as easy as possible. Only the most necessary things. Just gonna select this one, this one. This was just to... there's just another fade. And the camera. And there are the waypoints. And a path. Could be though that this camera also needs something to deactivate it again, so, or else it would probably just stay in place. But we're gonna find out. Just copied it. Did I change it? Oh yeah. So this is gonna start the scene. This doesn't matter. Outgoing and moving. I guess they also have some sort of index, so the camera knows where to start and where to end. Or else it would like go back and forth if they are not ordered. So this is, I think, the final for this cut. Yeah, I could just move the trigger away and that would not trigger the cutscene in the next room. I'm still not still trying to find out what actually makes the camera angle turn. Like, I doubt it's from the angles between these nodes. That would just be cumbersome, I think. And it wouldn't allow for side panning shots and things like that. It doesn't have any rotational value, so although I'm not sure how it's done. Now let it end right before the graffiti. I mean, show the lore. Probably could be. This could be it. Trying to make the path not too direct, so or else it might be cutting through corners, which looks bad. Also, it's really hard to get where it actually is in space. Like, I thought I moved it over here, but it's over there. Still something need to get used to. Yeah, this is still visible. Maybe it's like, maybe it should go straight so it can actually look like that. Have this one be at another location over here or the corner. Yeah, probably has to do with some other timers and stuff that move the camera angle. Still got. Where's the camera? Why is it over there? Okay. So it says 92 as well. This just says true. Shot duration. Maybe these ones determine where it would actually be. Not sure though. Okay. Just have it start there. So it goes around like this. Might be a little jack, but whatever. It should work. At least I think so. I should really shorten that text. It did something. Maybe I still need to add that special function. Also, why is that pink? Do lightnings work? Yeah. They're a bit far off, but they do work. Cool. This lag though. Probably gonna use that filter to make it a little bit darker. Though I don't think that's the usual way. Also, yeah, they probably just how do I say that? Wait a minute. Maybe it has to do with the light map, actually. Like, over here it's fine, but over there seems to be some kind of thing that changes it. I don't know. Anyway, the camera didn't trigger, so I'm gonna find out why. Nope, colors are correct. Could be it. Oh, billboard. Oh. Cool. You can display the area name. This was Decrement Cinematic. Start cinema. Just gonna add that in. Also this. Reflection. Can't really view any of these textures here and, within the editor because it says it's not editable. Just gonna move it out for now. Also, I should have probably copied the links as well, because I don't know what actually what links are connected to these. Also gonna cough. Oh. Sorry. This cough, man. Been having it for over 2 weeks now. Yeah, it has no links. Gonna try again copying it. So this relay needs to be set to 0 in order for the cutscene to start. Yeah, enter it set to 0. Gonna do that. This one just needs decrement. Okay. Display billboard. So in order for functions to activate, they need an increment. Because the timer, as soon as it hits 0, it activates the function by just sending an increment message to it. If you skip it, it's just deactivated. Okay. Just gonna set it to increment later on. Start of cinema, there it is. Okay, so this relay needs to be connected to this timer. In order to start the function. State set to 0. So just if relays are set to 0, they gonna put out the message. So I'm gonna just use that. Connect to that. Say that if it is 0, then it should just reset and start. That should, in theory, at least display the billboard. Now I'm gonna have to still connect the function that actually starts the sequence. So this just says entered and increment. I'm gonna delete that and add that. Is it this one? I think so. No. Is it this one? Yeah. Add a new link. That if entered, increment this function. Okay. I do look at the chat. Just kind of busy at the moment. Sorry if I'm not reacting. Welcome to the stream though. Sorry, it's kind of like that when I'm focused, that I'm get a tunnel view, like sort of sometimes I forget that things are there. It's not meant to and don't mean any offense or that. It's just how I work, how my brain operates. Okay, so well, it did something. Also, didn't I move that hint away? Oh well. There should be one fade transition where it fades to blue. Don't see any though. Oh wait, did something? That was interesting. Actually turned the camera. Oh, I see. So it actually did activate the camera, but like I mean the objects, but not the camera itself. This is set to 90. This is also set to 90. PWE is short for Prime World Editor. I'm essentially in a room in Prime, a Metroid Prime, and it allows you to edit various objects. Not the rooms themselves, like not the actual geometry or lighting or something, but objects that move enemies, the enemies themselves and stuff. It's pretty powerful already, even if it's just at the basic state right now. Yeah, sorta like that. Maybe that's the problem. It says camera 3. So it's not actually activated. The camera does activate the camera path, but also sets the relay to 0. What I need is to actually activate the camera. Not sure what I did wrong there. Also, one of these must be the hint system. Welcome back. Start cinema. So I don't think it actually does something. Outgoing camera filter keyframe. So it sets the cinema bars, which is this effect, and 2 timers. But what's this? Wait, wasn't it just connected to that? Or am I seeing things? What? Why is that connected? Oh. Oh, so there's the timer. Oh, start of cinema? Yeah, and it doesn't do anything. There at the moment there's no way you can add custom objects, but you can modify existing ones. Like they already are. This is already a really powerful method. You can actually change models and things like that. Though I guess with certain enemies, even if you change the model in the actor parameters, it's not going to change the actual model yet. Not sure how it does that, but you can import or just copy paste enemies from and to other rooms. Like I could spawn in some space pirates into this room, like for example, all that kind of stuff. You can pretty much move around any enemy or object you see on screen, like these doors, for example. You can also copy them, do things with it. That's the current state of the editor. Not sure if Araki, the main author of this editor, is still working on it. Pretty sure he does, but not at the moment, I think. We'll see. Right now I'm trying to make a new cutscene which goes into which makes the camera pan around this room. Start of cinema. I did move it, did I? Yeah, this is a function. So this timer just needs to be connected to somewhere. Yeah. There are still some things that need to be done, but in and of itself, the editor itself is already pretty cool. Like, it actually decompresses the entire archive. Like, you normally for the game you have an ISO file which is stored on the disk, and this program allows editing of assets in an unpacked state. So you can unpack the ISO and have all the files that go into the ISO be unzipped. All goes into these resources. These are the packed files which contain the worlds, and these are the resources that make them all up. So basically it creates a database and allows you to edit pretty much any of these assets that are looking like these objects. You can't, sorry, I'm rambling. You can't actually edit lights or anything like that yet, because those are pre-rendered. Would be cool though. Where's the camera? There. Is it play or does it activate? If it's active, I don't need to. No, there's no such thing. Just gonna go with play. Gonna save it and look it up in the main plaza. Yeah, it needs an activate. So if camera 2 is inactive, it activates the other one in relay. Okay, so an activate. I'm gonna try that. One more thing. What? Didn't I just replace that? Oh well. Oh man. Oh! 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 That was cool. It did go backwards, but it's still cool. It worked. Nice. That was surprisingly easy. The cinematic bars are just a bit off, though. I think that just needs a bit of timing, but in essence, this is like a new cutscene, and it even says Chozo Ruins. Pretty cool. Where was the billboard itself? Was it this? No. Filter keyframe. Oh well. Was gonna change the text where it says Chozo Ruins. Can't seem to find the object though. Must be somewhere. I've just had it. I can't find it anymore. Display billboard. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a texture. Oh, I thought it would be text, but apparently not. Gonna search for that. Chozo Ruins billboard. Still doesn't say where it is. Does it? Ah, that's what I was looking for. Also, I'm gonna delete this water and try to copy it from a room where I know that it actually works. Camera. activate. Camera path. Gonna link it to the beginning. Anything else I should try? Now when I'm at it, as long as I'm at it. Feel free to leave suggestions if you have any. Looking if I can replace maybe the glow in this Chozo scribble. Chozo lore, I mean. Oh well, maybe just leave it be. Gonna make it so that this filter is not deactivating. Trying how to make it look cool. That didn't seem to work. I think because it's the way the camera path is laid out. Also the water's normal now. It's because the links are outgoing from one and incoming into another. And that's basically what determines the order of how the camera is moving. And I just moved the camera to a point where there is no outgoing connection, so it just stayed in place. It's weird, I can't seem to select this one for adding a link. This? No, won't let me do anything. So I have to use this to link these points. Gonna try messing with these. What else could I do? I think I wanted to. One thing I wanted to try was how the game actually makes Samus equip the Phazon suit, or acquire it, rather. Because it doesn't have an item. Samus just gets it via a cutscene, so it might be possible to just give her other items without actually notifying her. Not sure though. Like normally you'd have to actually pick up a specific item object and you have to assign the item itself onto that object. That was not the room I was looking for. What's the room called where you fight the Omega Pirate? I thought it was Omega Research. Mining tunnel. Oh, this is a tunnel with an artifact. So there must be actually a hitbox that drains your energy if you don't have phase-on suit on. Yup, that's the one. Anyway. Is it elite quarters? Oh yeah. Okay, that's a lot of input. Oh, there it is. Pick up phase-on suit. Like it's still an actual pickup. Just oh, so it does simply activate. Just trying to see what happens. If it plays the cutscene, you get phase-on suit. I wonder if it can also de-equip things. Should work now. That's weird. Definitely changed that text. You haven't gotten phase onto it though. These are special waypoints. Like, they differ from these ones. There's also a delay. My guess is that it's some sort of speed. By the way, you can edit any template within the editor, so that if you find out new things, you can just rename them. Gonna put a question mark. Oh wait, it's not a delay, but maybe speed. And since delay, the other waypoint has been set to 0 as well, this could also be a delay. Gonna set this to, I don't know, 1. And this to like 10. This specific waypoint. It's gonna try to look for formatting options, because I think there might be something that doesn't really work. I don't know. So I'm gonna save it again. Whoop, wrong game. Nope, still doesn't work. Still nice to see that though. Stop lagging. Oh, so it has also zoom limits. That's cool. But it did also influence the speed a little bit, so not totally wrong there. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap up soon. Been already 3 hours. Also, I'm not quite sure what to do next. Gonna have to think about some new ways to edit things. Just gonna look around some rooms before I finish streaming. It's cool though. Every enemy has its own path. You can make it walk along it. Oh, the observatory. Oh, so the entire thing is one big model? That's cool. That's cool. I thought those would be all separate objects, but it being all one giant model? Didn't think that that'd be the case. Also, this animation is really long. I wonder how they track the planets themselves, like with the scan data. Planet Zebes. Effect floating planet. Hologram. Oh, that's cool. So it's an object follow locator. Not sure how it is really linked, but it seems to the model itself seems to have certain things that can be interacted with. So you can attach objects to them. Huh? This doesn't have seem to have any animations attached to them. Oh, but they have rotation. Actor rotate. That's really cool. So you can, there's an action object for rotating other objects. There's so much you can do. It's just a shame that the actual gizmos, like these gyro generators, are actually part of the scenery, so you can't move them. The interactable board part is this small disk, but I think it would look a bit weird if Samus would just be floating in the air if you're gonna copy that, use that for new puzzles. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up for now. Thanks for watching. Gonna do more of these kind of streams in the future. Maybe I even check out Prime 2 next time. Not sure when I will be streaming next time though. Anyway. That's gonna be it.